Another edition of What the Fuck happenings in the YouTube atheist community, outdoor edition again. Really should stop doing these. I know it's probably a little irritating to watch, and that will be the subject of the What the Fuck. Irritating things to watch. Yes. Amazing Atheist, Vlog TV, 24 hours. He really doesn't do the 24 hours. I mean, he's out of the room as much as he's in the room. So it's kind of lame. I mean, the whole point of doing the 24-hour thing is to, you know, be degraded by the, you know, arduous task of being actively involved for 24 hours. If you're going to go nap and recreate during the process, then, well, that's kind of bullshit, isn't it? Hey, I'm green. Greener than usual. And my hair is kind of mussy. Anyway. So, yeah, I popped in and out of the room a few times. There's actually periods of like 4 or 5 minutes at a time where nothing would be said. You know, just clamping on the keyboard. You know, that whatever guy, Margaret Thatcher guy, whatever his name is, you know, filled in an awful lot. And but amazing numbers. I mean, I think he started off with like 1,500 people in the room. There was 1,100 in there for, you know, at least half the time, and he ended up with like 600 or 700 in the room. Yeah, I popped in maybe 5 or 6 times. 3 out of those 5 or 6, he was picking his nose. I mean, it's just, it's humiliating that this is, you know, what happens. I mean, last night on Stickam, I run the blog TV at the same time. I think the most people I had in there was like 15 or something. I mean, I'd rather watch it. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I'm back now. The guy runs really fucking slow. I had to walk really slow to wait for him to get the fuck out of my way. But that was a little creepy, having somebody run up behind you like that when you're talking to your camera. Damn. But anyway, so where was I? Yeah, I thought, you know, ton of people. It just, you know, there's like, I can't imagine. I mean, his blog TV is worse than the worst television show ever made. I mean, an infomercial, which we actually talked about in Stickam because, well, it was a little dull last night. Would be better than that shit. Just horrible. And but that's the way of the world, you know, and it's just pretty damn depressing. So anyway, I don't know if there's much else to say. Yeah, he's promoting the TJ vid things, which is really the free speech vids, the website he's creating. And I never finished I did commentary on this before, and I never posted the video. There's, you know, a lot of videos I haven't posted just because, you know, they get in the camera and then they never get out of the camera for whatever reason. But anyway, I mean, he hasn't planned this thing out at all. He doesn't know what his bandwidth costs are going to be. He doesn't know what a reasonable expectation on revenue is going to be. So it's just another fly-by-night bullshit effort. You know, it's just a template software. It's not, you know, I think if you're going to make it in this space, you're going to have to do something different. And there's things you can do to economize. And one of those things is not to have, you know, your software on a server doing the video conversions, and maybe just oblige people to upload their videos in FLV format. You can save a lot of bandwidth right there, and server processor time and all that kind of crap. You know, but no one's, well, whatever. You know, I just don't see it happening. I mean, I don't see the whatever you call that, you know, the model of how he's going to make it work. But whatever, good luck, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you know, any competition to the YouTube, any thorn in its side is a good thorn. I think there's something else coming here. All right. Oh, yeah, it's a horse. Horse. Girls on horses, even better. So I'll be back later. Yeah, a little horse interruption. It's a tough day here. So anyway, where was I? Yeah, so I guess there's nothing else to say about the whole whatever. So Stickam, yeah, it was kind of a mediocre Stickam night. First half was pretty good. you know, it's nasty to have to keep arguing this life is futile kind of stuff and zero-sum game and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I really end up looking like some sort of bad guy, you know, pointing out that life sucks. But it's kind of philosophically important. The human race really has to understand what it's dealing with here, and that it can't do this life thing sloppy forever. I mean, it's got to clean it up, and it's only going to clean it up because it has a need to do it, you know, because it feels kind of bad and miserable, and it wants something better for the future. And that's only going to happen if people, you know, start facing the reality and, you know, stop licking unicorns. You know, you just can't live on that shit. So anyway, so yeah, the first half was pretty good. Matt was in there for a while, Jasper Abbey, even Math Fails was even in there for a while. And so yeah, you know, we did the gloom and doom thing, and it went okay. So then the second half of the night was kind of dull. Paul's ego showed up, and I felt kind of bad because, you know, the room was really, I mean, we're talking about, you know, complete bullshit. You know, circumcision and thing. You know, it's just such kind of a creepy subject. Now, speaking of creepy subjects, the Gypsy Witch was there. Yeah, and she was making some pretty funny comments. And so that was kind of good comic relief. She didn't say much, but she did type some funny shit. I gotta stop doing that. Yeah, but it just wasn't, you know, Karina wasn't there. Apparently her internets were down. Yeah, that's what they all say. Pretty soon she's going to want separate vacations. So I can sort of see the writing on the wall. But anyway, yeah, there was no, you know, the women's, they're not there. It kind of just ruins all the fun. I miss my Juliet in California, and it kind of sucks. But, you know, life has to go on, right? Have to struggle through and endeavor to persevere. That's from like the outlaw Josie Wales, I think. But anyway, again, see? Yeah, it was just one of those kind of nights. Just, you know, things just didn't click all over the place or something. It just didn't really happen. But it was never as bad as the Amazing Atheist room. So, but whatever. So, I don't know if there's anything else to say about Stickam. Yeah, it's hard lately. It's been a rough week. Nobody's made much in videos. Dario made a good video on there's too many goddamn people on the planet. That was good. And Highlander, he makes a great video. I mean, he talks fast, really concise, coherent, you know, really good talker. And so he made some extra videos this week, which is good. It's going to be making another 2 parts to his What the Fuck, so that might be interesting. Might be better than this, of course. And anti-bullshit man, well, I have to make a video response to him because he's kind of whining that I'm nitpicking his we should have a test for voting thing. And, you know, yeah, I'll do a video on it, because, yeah, I don't think it's a practical idea. But then he kind of compared it to the people that nitpick me to pieces on ideas. And I don't think there's really a comparison, because, you know, I'm right and other people are wrong. So I could never be a hypocrite. That'd be impossible. What else? Oh, Vloggerheads. Yeah, I have to talk about that. But I'm out of time for this walk, so I'll catch that on the way back and make this maybe a 2-parter, or maybe not. Maybe I don't have that much to say about it. So we'll see when I shall return. Signing off temporarily for a millisecond to you. It'll be a millisecond to you. To me, it'll be a block of time. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm back. Vloggerheads, yeah. So I basically put in my resignation there this week. I didn't realize that. I mean, I posted over 140 videos there, and, you know, some of them pretty long. So anyway, no real controversy. I mean, I just made one of my typical videos, typically hostile and negative. And, you know, one of the admins, or one of the owners of the site, actually, Tom, Jerriello or whatever, decided to, you know, remove the video and say, don't do that no more. And so he's basically saying, don't make your videos anymore. I mean, I'm not going to, you know, waste time investing in a website that's just going to end up banning me whenever they feel like it. That's not an alternative to YouTube. There's more trash talkers over there than there's on YouTube. You don't have a blocking feature, so you have to put up with the trolls. It just doesn't have any advantages. The majority of the people there are kind of just right-wing nutballs, the religious kooks, and so fuck it. You know, it's just really not worth the time. Not worth the investment, let's put it that way. I really don't want to upload videos more than once, so screw it. And you know, everything has context. You want to start, you know, responding to people, getting involved in their issues and all that kind of crap, just to have it all erased. I mean, the most annoying part about the guy deleting the video, he waited till after it was viewed a couple hundred times. And there was a ton of comments on the video, and so all that shit was lost. I just say fuck that shit. Who wants to play by those rules? I don't. You know, some jackass gets a notion in his head and just decides to hit a delete button. I mean, fuck you. I don't like being owned.